Hello everyone, today we have Arzu and Panya with us, our school seniors, and today we will make them recount their school experiences and hopefully they will spill some tea.
That's true, Moksh. I have been part of this school since I was in grade 5th and I have witnessed their growth in every aspect, be it academics, co-curricular activities. So without any further ado, let's begin.
So guys, as you have been the part of school so for very long and now you have passed out, so we would like to know about your first day of school.
My first day of the school was when I was in class 6. It was 2017 and I boarded the bus. Everybody was an unfamiliar face to me because everybody was a new student in the school at that time. So when I went to my class, it was mostly empty except for a few students and we all introduced ourselves. Soon we noticed that the benches had stickers on them which were our birthdays. We were arranged randomly to sit with each other. So I found my bench partner and we sat together. So that day, one particular incident that I still remember is during the first lecture. It was an EVS lecture, Environmental Studies. So while the teacher was teaching, I suddenly felt thirsty. So I decided to pick up my water bottle and take a sip of water. So now the teacher, she called me out on it. She was like, Arzu, why are you drinking water before asking the teacher first? So I was like a deer in headlights. And I don't know, I just felt so embarrassed for not thinking about it. And I still remember that incident to this day. And most of the times I make sure to avoid drinking any water when the teacher is teaching. And when I do want to drink water, I do ask before I drink to avoid that situation again.
Interestingly, 2017 was my also first day of school and I still remember I sat with a girl in bus and I thought she was my senior. But when I came to class, I get to know she was my classmate and interestingly, she became my bench partner also. And in that year, the class teacher made me class monitor and then I decided I would never become monitor again because that was so much of burden along with my schoolwork and making registers and all. I thought that's the worst thing happened to me ever.
Well, my first day was a bit adventurous as it was raining very heavily on that day and the storm was hitting the city. So when I boarded the bus, everyone was partly drenched and everyone was a bit scared too because the journey to the school was full of clouds bursting and lightning.
That same happened with me. On my first day also it was rainy and stormy, so I ended up not going to the school.
Well, on that day I got late and I actually reached the class when the teacher was taking the attendance. But the teacher was very welcoming and she made me feel at ease. And that was quite an adventurous day, I must say. And students too were very welcoming and at first though I felt a bit out of place, but with time I felt comfortable there.
But there was this one thing that happened that day. I believe you'll remember it too. So when she entered the class, actually, the class was in a discussion regarding the election of the first monitors of the session. So what happened is that she was the new student, but she was one of the finalists and she ended up becoming the monitor of our
I remember
class.
that and that was a bit surprising because I didn't actually know anyone there and everyone when voted for me, it was quite surprising for me as well.
Actually, the first day of school is always full of surprises. You never know what happens
It is.
or what students will you encounter and who will become your friend. I still remember I used to think that I won't be able to make friends, but I ended up making a tons of friends in school.
Even I felt the same because in addition to being new to the school, I was also new to the city. So I was very much in a doubt that whether will I be able to adjust or not. But thankfully, I made a lot of friends, and she's one of them.
Well, the teachers had a major role in helping us become friends and getting to know each other. As it was the first day, so obviously everybody is quite hesitant to approach the other person. So our teacher, she was the one who pushed us to, get to know each other and make friends.
When you're talking about teachers, I remember Principal Ma'am gave you the opportunity to speak on annual day as an anchor. What was your experience on that day?
I felt very happy and overwhelmed because for the first time I interacted with Principal Ma'am. On that very day, she gave me the opportunity to be the anchor on annual day that year, and it was really overwhelming for me, like in a good way, because I didn't expect that teachers will get to know me in such a short span of time, because given I was a new student there. So I worked very hard for that. I prepared well with the help of the teachers, and it turned out to be really good.
Grady was given the opportunity to be an anchor on the first interaction with ma'am.
Yes.
So talking about the teachers, how was your experience with the teachers?
So from what I experienced was that some teachers were very easygoing with the students, but whereas some other teachers, they were quite strict when it came to the discipline of the class and the class rules. So as I mentioned before, when it was my first day in the school, I was scolded for drinking water in the class without asking for permission first. So that teacher was actually one of my favorite teachers because she was really sweet and loving to all of her students. But she was quite strict when it came to the conduct of the classroom.
Yes, even I remember. So, Honey Ma'am, as we all know, she is one of the most sweet and caring teachers we had. But when it came to the conduct of the class and rules and regulations, she was very particular about it. And I think it helped us in the longer run, because now we know what importance discipline and proper conduct holds in our life. So it was actually a blessing in disguise that our teachers were guiding us through it.
Yes, in the first month of the school, I actually forgot to bring my art file, and the art teacher was really strict. So I decided to go and sleep in the medical room, and after 5 to 10 minutes, the teacher come and caught me. After that, I got scolded and was standing outside of the class for a whole period.
I'm sure you wouldn't have repeated it again.
No, that's
As we are talking about teachers, I remember there was a teacher. She was scolding a student because she forgot her homework at home, and she thought that she is lying, and that was true. She was actually lying. She didn't even bother to took her notebook from the school. She was with ma'am only. And as we are talking about discipline and also, I would love to ask about your favorite moments from the school life.
Well, one of my absolute favorite moments is back when we were in class 8. So the school management gave us an opportunity to participate in an MUN in Chidikoika, Hisar. So after the first day of activities, all of the girls, we were actually 5 girls and 1 guy.
I was one of the group.
Yeah. So what happened is that after the first day of the activities, all of us girls and even the guy were sitting in the room, in our hostel room, and we were pretending to be different characters from different movies, and we made them into little videos that we still love to these days.
Yes, and even the certificate that we got from there is still on display, and it was really a memorable event. And apart from it, I think there were many such events that happened in coming years, and all of them, they gave us very sweet memories, like be it organizing events for the school like annual day, Mother's Day or Teacher's Day, or representing school in different inter-school competitions. It was very good experience.
Well, I still remember I was given a part of speaking in various activities. I remember there was first time in school there was online annual function, and I was given to be a background voice for various things. I remember we used to come to school in morning to prepare for the videos and recording. That was really great experience. That really helped me to be someone which I am today. Actually, I have a very much camera fear, so that really helped me to be nervousness मेरी कम हुई, and that was really great experience for me.
Another thing that I remember is the adrenaline rush when we were preparing for the Teachers' Day. And what happened is that there was some problem with the steps before the event. So all the girls of our class, we came together and we discussed about what to do now. And sure, there were a few altercations, a few debates, but it was fun. It is one of the memories I hold very fondly these days.
Even these kind of events, when you organize them, they teach you how to work with a group. So it has really helped us in learning various aspects of practical life that we'll be facing now that we have passed the school.
Yeah.
So everyone have a worst moment in their life. So we would like to know about your worst moment or the worst experience in school.
As such, we won't call it the worst moment, but yeah, there have been some moments when we felt like we don't want to do it, but still we enjoyed it. Like, that's the irony of it. Like, when we were preparing for the Independence Day parade as a part of the student council, we used to practice under the sun for 2 to 3 hours, and that was really bothering for us. But as the time passed, we really started to enjoy it because we realized that that was the time we were making memories with our friends and teachers that we will cherish lifelong.
As a matter of fact, our house also was the best performing house in that parade that day, and we were praised by the director academics for our performance, and it was really thrilling, to be honest.
Yes, and as we were part of the student council, we got to lead the way for other students. So it was a really, really key moment that I had in the school.
That would be a very much prideful moment too,
Yes,
because
it
you were
was.
leading the way.
Indeed.
Of course, and it also helps you gain some leadership skills which are very necessary.
Because
in
you
life.
have to keep in check that your group is in coordination, they are doing it well. So it really helps.
You must have interacted with various students which you have never interacted as, despite you are in same house or same group, you never interacted with me. So that was a great experience.
Yes.
So I remember in class 11, we were a part of the student council, me and Paneha. So after us, you and Paki were the ones who were a part of the next student council. So what I want to know is, how was your experience in the student council?
My experience was good because we got to learn about leadership qualities, intellect our personalities, and got a good opportunity to represent myself in school in front of everyone. Overall, it was a good experience for me.
How about you, Paki?
But for me, it was matter of pride. Actually, it was one-time opportunity, and I really learned a lot from you guys also. Actually, you remember, like, I used to come to you asking, I'm not able to do. Can you help me in this? Can you help me in that? In Teachers' Day, when we were organizing it, I used to come to you saying, can you come with me? Actually, I'm not able to manage everything. Can you help me? So that really helped me to interact with you guys. Actually, you were seniors. So I really got to know you both, and I really learned various things about managing events and all. So it was very nice experience for me.
Yes, these kind of opportunities really help you to learn about management skills, leadership skills, and how to convince people, how to manage things under stressful situations. It really helps.
Yeah. Actually, you were part of student council also, and you participated in various events. So I want to ask, how did you manage your studies?
So, like for many people, it would have been a difficult task to manage both of them. But for me personally, it was not a difficulty because the subjects that I chose in class 11 were the ones I enjoyed the most while studying. So I never procrastinated studying or preparing for my assignments or tests. And also, I think one important thing is that whatever co-curricular or extracurricular activity you are participating in, you should leave tasks related to that in school only. Like you should complete those tasks in school only, and at home you should dedicate your time to studying and preparation.
And what about you, Arju?
I mean, what I believe is that while co-curricular activities and being well versed with different areas is very important for you developing as an individual, academics are just as important, if not more. And at the end of the day, academics and co-curricular activities together, help you decide what your career will be, and they help you out in that. So it is a very necessary thing to be able to balance both of the things in your life.
I believe this was the reason you was not able to face any difficulties while choosing your stream.
Yes, actually, because we knew that these are the subjects we enjoyed, like history, political science, or psychology. So these were the subjects that we enjoyed studying. So we didn't really face any dilemma about choosing the subjects. I think that was same for the arts.
I mean, for me, it was psychology specifically. I've always been very interested in psychology as a subject and learning about different people. So it was not very hard for me to finally decide to take humanities, while the option to opt for psychology is available in both humanities and medical sciences. But I decided to take up humanities as it is more about the society and its functioning, which is quite necessary when you start to learn about psychology.
It makes you aware about the practicality of life, I think, because you get to learn about different philosophies, principles and thoughts, and that really helps when you go out in real world.
Well, I think when you study about past, that really helped you to understand about the current scenario of the people, and in today's world it's really great thing to be a psychologist.
What stream did you take up?
Actually, I followed your footsteps and opted for humanities as a stream.
What about you, Mosh?
I chose medical stream because I would, from starting the class 5th, I just wanted to become a doctor.
That's nice.
So,
There's never too many doctors in the country.
Yes.
so after giving the board examinations, you were like just in a phase of resting phase. So how did you utilize or what you did in the resting phase, and what are your future plans?
So I was actually not in a resting phase because as soon as I was finished with the board exams, I had to start preparing for the different entrance exams, and there were like 4 to 5 entrance exams that I was going to appear for. So it was not a resting phase. I had to go through different online studying platforms, previous year question papers, and study materials to prepare myself for them.
It was actually the same case for me as well, as I had to prepare for CUET and some other entrance examinations for various universities. And sometimes what happens is that sometimes your syllabus is not just from the NCERT, so you have to study from many resources and sources. So it took me a lot of time to study about all of that, and that was the reason it was not quite a resting phase for any of us after completing class 12.
As you both were talking about your entrance exam and you have completed your 12th, so what advice would you give to your juniors, and as we both will be appearing for class 12th board this year, so what advice would you give to us?
I think the key is that you should have a clarity of thought, as in what exams you need to take up, how would you prepare for it. So once you have a clarity, you can plan for it. And also you should be very clear about the thing that that you enjoy the most while doing. Because if you don't enjoy something while doing that, then it will become a monotonous task, and in longer run you won't be able to sustain in that field. I think so. I think ours would agree with me.
Also, I would like to add that since you are in class 12 now, so you will be applying to colleges the next year. So what I would say from my personal experience is, while you should focus on your academics, do participate in other things as well, so that you can have a strong CV when you apply to colleges. Also, as much as studying and reading books is very important, you need to take care of your mental health as well, because you need to remember that you are a person and you do not need to compare yourself to others to feel good about it.
So in the beginning we were talking about your first day and we came to know about your school journey. So at the end we would like to know about your last day of the school.
Well, our last day of the school was quite emotional, to be honest, because it has been such a long and memorable journey for us being a part of the school, growing as individuals. We came here as little kids who were scared of talking in front of different people and meeting new people, and we are graduating high school as confident individuals who are ready to take on the world.
Yes, actually on the last day it was like all of the memories were replaying in front of us, whether it was the first day of school or participating in different events or organizing different events for the school, representing the school, the trips that we had with our friends, and it was all just very emotional, and we were hoping that all the memories that we collected in all these years, we'll cherish it forever.
That was great interacting with you, and we wish you good luck for your future